Hey, how y'all doing? This is Hunt 919 Truth Sports coming to you with another segment. So let's go ahead and get right into it. With football coming to an end, or even when you come to this channel, I'm always try to be creative with some of the segments that I create, especially when it comes to Colorado football. Hopefully, if I'm talking about the same thing that somebody else is talking about, I'm hoping I'm giving you a different perspective, or whatever the segment is or the topic is. And I'm gonna try to keep it creative because football is coming to an end. So that football won't be a weekly thing anymore. So hopefully, I'm gonna try to keep you all's interest on this page, with different, interesting topics that can promote conversations within the comments. So this particular player I want to talk about is I'm giving this player a spotlight. Yes, he's well known to CU, but he's still kind of fell into the shadows of Travis Hunter because, of course, Travis Hunter was is a Heisman Trophy winner, plays both sides of the ball, very exciting player. So, yes, if you play his position, you're going to fall into the shadows a little bit, but I'm going to give him some of his props in this segment. LaJohnTay Wester, the wide receiver, who transferred from Florida Atlantic. His stats at Florida Atlantic was he finished with 252 receptions, 2,793 yards, and 21 touchdowns, which is excellent. Remember, so that's number one receiving numbers. Then the year before he came to CU, he was 1,000-yard receiver, number one numbers with 8 touchdowns. So he transfers to Colorado. Now I respect him in this part even before he even came because he's leaving the situation where he gets all the passes. He's leaving the situation where he's probably the number one option, and then he decides to come to CU where he knows Travis Hunter is there, so he may not be first. He knows that there are other receivers that Coach Prime may look to, and that Shador may look to. So he comes there anyway to put his talents, up against a good situation. I don't want to say against the best, but a good situation. So of course, as I just said, he playing behind Travis Hunter. He ended up being only second to Travis Hunter as far as numbers, and he put up great numbers as a second receiver. Travis had 92 receptions. Wester had 70 receptions. The closest person to Wester with his 70 receptions had 47 receptions. So that tells you that Shador looked at Travis as his number one. He looked at Wester as his number two. So that's great for Wester, especially coming in as a new receiver. Travis had 1,152 yards. Wester had 880 yards. Very good second receiving numbers. And a lot of teams, those were number one numbers. Travis averaged 12.5 yards per catch. Wester averaged 12.6 yards per catch. And that was, and he also had a 69-yard catch. In that game against Baylor, and they, also became a game winner. So he ended up finishing his career with 322 receptions, 3,583 yards, and 31 touchdowns. You have to give him a big time credit for that. For the season, he finished 40th in the nation as a receiver with his receiving yards, and finished 12th in the nation in touchdowns. So he came in, he did very good speed, even though he's small, very good possession receiver, meaning he fights for the ball. He catches the ball a lot. He can also catch and run yards after the catch, which is very important on the college and on the pro level. So I was very impressed watching him. I like the way he plays football, and I like the way that he approaches the game of football. And he was also awarded by Coach Prime to wear the number one jersey in the next game. So in their next bowl game Saturday at 7:30, you will see him wearing the number one. I found out through watching Well Off Media that it was announced he was going to wear the number one jersey before, but his grades dropped, so he brought his grades back up. So they represented it to him a couple of days ago in one of their practices, and Coach Prime gave him the number one jersey, and he'll be wearing that. So congratulations to him. And if I was him, after I wear that, I get Coach Prime to sign it, and I put that into a frame because for a Hall of Fame to give you a jersey that he just or a number that he doesn't just give to everybody, that's saying a lot about who you are as a player. So you will if and I'm sure he will be wearing that number one jersey. Now you'll know why he's wearing that number one jersey, and it was well earned. So he garners that type of respect from Coach Prime. I'm sure a lot of us fans respect it, even though Travis had an excellent year. A lot of that Wester made a lot of that happen because you can't really just keep doubling Travis because even the second receiver, Wester would kill you. If you leave him one on one. Travis else can go out the game, Wester can step up, and you won't see a drop off at that position. So Wester was one of the guys who made sure you did not see a drop off at that position, which I found very impressive. So he was a very impressive receiver before he got to CU. I think, and I'm not good at calling pro players because I don't like to get into that, but I think he's can get an opportunity on the next level. If he gets an opportunity, I can see him making the NFL roster and being productive. And I'm gonna wish the best for him when it comes to that. But I just want to give him a little spotlight. LaJohnTay Wester. It is what it is. It's been Hunt 919 Truth to Sports. Ride with me.
It's been Hunt 919 Truth to Sports. Ride with me.